Time for our entertainment segment, and we have Kwame Dadzie with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
How are you?
I'm fine. Yeah.
I love your hair. I like what you have going on there.
You see, it's
you're
all
matching
good
your
now.
canvas and your.
Quite.
Now,
yeah.
Sunday night we heard from the president, and we're easing some of the restrictions. People can now have up to 100 people at their weddings. What does this mean for the entertainment industry and event organizers?
Well, Jifa, since the president announced the easing of the restrictions, people in the showbiz sector have been talking. And even though their name wasn't mentioned in the address, they think that they find themselves in there.
Hey, how?
because the president mentioned funerals, conferences, workshops, and other weddings and other events. And if you listen to the Minister of Communication yesterday, when she was explaining some of the thing that the president said,
come with the app and
exactly.
all that stuff.
She mentioned the app, and she was talking about events. So it means that if there are events, and these events would request or demand that people not exceeding 100 attend. There are some entertainment events that can be done in this manner. For example, if we have, let's say, a comedy event.
Okay.
Comedy events usually don't require that somebody goes there to dance or have physical contact with the other person.
And just sit down and enjoy.
A movie premiere of a sort. Okay. Or let's say a fundraiser. Or let's say an album launch.
Yeah.
So
and even music shows, a lot of us don't even get up to dance. We just sit and watch the music as if we are watching a movie.
Yeah. So
we need to stop doing that, though.
I think that there are some events that will be difficult to execute with this particular 100 thing. If you're having, let's say, a typical shatter event, let's say at the stadium, you can't do that at the stadium because of the social distancing and all that.
Else.
Okay, but if it's an event that people will sit,
like a high life,
you see. So I believe that we've been talking about how to help.
This could be a new opportunity.
Yeah.
For the shatter militants to figure out how to express themselves without necessarily, what do you think?
I think it's a great opportunity for everybody in the creative sector. And if you want to take advantage, you need to go through all the protocols.
Yeah.
Because, for example, this whole app thing, I don't know, but it might discourage some people from even organizing the thing in the first place. But if you want to do it, you need to go through it. Make sure that all the people that come are registered through the app. So we have their data and everything. And so that is very important. Again, I also believe that, you see, because you may not get your money back, it's also very risky to venture into it.
Sure.
If the event wouldn't fetch you that much, if you're going to invest so much into putting together, let's say, a small show, concert, and you wouldn't get the money, why do you do it? Because if, let's say, everybody is paying, let's say, 50 cities or 100 cities, it wouldn't be the same as if you had, let's say, 1,000 people attending.
Yeah.
You see.
Because 100 people, you may not even break even.
Exactly. But if it's, let's say, a fundraiser, and you have people there seated, people, let's say, pledging to support or donating high sums of money to support the cause, that is very understandable.
True.
But if it's just a mere concert, and no, I'm not sure anybody will be willing to pay, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Unless you make them feel like proper VVVV. Yes, they may. Like you get your own big table.
That is it.
But should we hear from what the president said?
Let's listen to that.
Let's listen to the president.
Private burials, now with a maximum of 100 persons, can continue to be performed. Restaurants providing seated services can operate under appropriate social distancing arrangements and hygiene protocols. Individual, non-contact sports can go ahead. Conferences, workshops, weddings, and political activities, except rallies, can now take place, but with limited numbers, not exceeding 100 persons present, with the appropriate social distancing and hygiene protocols. Marketplaces, workplaces, public transport, and constitutional and statutory bodies such as the Electoral Commission, the National Commission for Civic Education, and the National Identification Authority, whose activities were exempted from the outset from these restrictions, must conduct their activities in accordance with social distancing.
There you have it, our president letting us know how we can still congregate while abiding by the COVID-19 protocols. Now, what does this mean for entertainers? I mean, now you have to worry about running water and soap and sanitizers. And if you can imagine an average SATA concert where people are packed next to each other as sardines, how do you take a militant and say, what's your name, your location, where do we track you if you have COVID? How do we go about this new type of customer service?
It will be very stressful, but I believe that if the type of event you want to organize doesn't fit into this whole model, don't even try to do it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't reap anything out of it. And I think it's also about time that we try to do a hybrid of the physical concert and then the virtual at this time. So that if you can't take more than 100, you do 100, but still do the virtual online for other people too.
Or should we do a track, like double, triple track for events? That's an opportunity. So the morning people, afternoon evening people.
So I think it works more best for the cinemas, for movie premieres and all that, because you can do that, maybe do that some in the morning or in the afternoon or even on different days.
Yeah.
Okay, so movie premieres, yes, maybe comedy events and fundraising events and all that. But with the jams, the concert, the one you dance and wiggle your waist and all that.
But what does this mean for our musicians? Because that's where they make their monies from.
Yeah.
How are they going to? Should we need to like maybe do a bailout for them at some point?
I don't know, but if you speak to most of them, they are really suffering at this moment. Really, really suffering at this moment.
And we're used to them like if I see Medical right now, I want him to throw some money at me because I'm used to him throwing money. So how is he now going to say, Charlie? Just shake my hand, just bow and be like, okay.
It tells you that we're not out of this whole pandemic yet. We're still managing our way through it and see how best we can also survive in the wake of this whole outbreak. And so we should just go by the directives from the president and try to make something out of the little we've gotten right now. Because if we can make something out of 100 people and get something small, just do that. If you can also maybe go online and help ask people to donate and watch you and they will donate, I think that's also profitable. But we shouldn't just sit down and say, oh, nothing is happening, so we're waiting for coronavirus to just go away before we do anything. And so I believe that even though the president didn't mention entertainment, there are events in the conferences, workshops.
Weddings.
We also hold workshops and entertainments in the showbiz sector.
True.
And so we should make use of this and then see how it all pans out.
All right, but yeah, guys, let us know. How are you going to survive in this space if you're in the entertainment industry? What are the new innovative ways you're going to engage your target market? Just use the hashtag Breakfast Daily and our WhatsApp line 0550-585-832 for us to hear what you're thinking. If you're outside Ghana, the country code is +233. Are you going to go out and watch movies now, or are you just going to stay home? Now, one of the most authentic musicians we've ever had in this country, Kwame, he's not feeling well. A lot of us grew up with Ajraya Mere, What's wrong with Kwame? Look at him.
Yeah,
you
this
can't
is
even
the current
recognize
state
him.
of Kwame in a post with a presenter in Kumasi. So this presenter saw him in Kumasi a few weeks ago, decided to do an interview with him, and then she took this picture with Okonfo Kwame. That is Kwame in the shots with a lady. So that's it. You know, I think in 2012, news broke that Kwame wasn't well.
Yeah.
He was mentally unstable. He had some issues, and he was even taken to the hospital. He was receiving treatment.
Of course, this is Kwame.
This is the
This is the Kwame we know.
That we know.
The Kwame we know.
This is Kwame or Comfort Kwame. But now things are not the same.
Oh.
And now, so since this news broke, people are asking how we can support him.
Yeah.
You know, he's been going on and off. According to a report, anytime he's in Kumasi, and anytime he's in Kumasi, he's like this. When he comes to Accra, he tries to do music. His mother will come for him and say, "No, let me take my son back and then go treat him." And so, according to the mom, she believes that when Kwame gets into the music industry, he's influenced by some people to get on drugs and all that. I think in 2018, he tried bouncing back. He was living with Too Tough America, one of a member of the Too Tough group. It's called Ogun Skele. So he was living with him right here in Accra. He was going for interviews and shows and all that. And then the mother came for him again. Everywhere he goes, his mother will come for him. And she believes that her son isn't in the right state of mind to be doing music. And anytime he goes out, he gets that influence from people to smoke and do all those things. And that is why she is preventing him from getting into active music now.
Wow.
And so he is in Kumasi, and those in Kumasi have been seeing him. This is how he looks now. I saw a post from Abdulwanana who says that we should let him maybe travel out of the country and get some medical attention, rests, and all that. I don't know how that helps, but what really is the help we're giving him? I think 2 or 3 days ago, I heard that Lord Kenya had gone for him.
Wow.
And he is trying his best to see if he can get him some medical attention, whatever. And if that is done, I think it's okay. I still believe that, I'm not a health expert, but I still believe that all is not well with Kwame at the moment. He may need financial help, yes, but I also believe that he needs to get well. He needs to get well before he gets into the
what's our
system.
responsibility in all of this? Because a lot of us grew up with his songs. He's contributed so much. I mean, he some of his songs, I'm sure you took some cues from on
Charlie.
How to chat a girl.
You see that thing?
So
you see that thing?
how do we come to his rescue now that he needs us the most?
In 2018, the Musicians Union of Ghana Musica visited him in Kumasi when he was at a certain health center in Kumasi. And then they donated some amount of money and some food items and all that to him in 2018, I remember. And so some people have tried their best, but I don't know how best it can be if the whole industry should come together to do contribution, or the ministry should, I don't know. But I believe that something should be done. Maybe Musica should go an extra mile to do something, make sure he gets the right medications, make sure he is financially sound as well. Because at the moment he doesn't play any shows. He just moved from one ghetto to the other with some guys.
It's not good for him at all.
Exactly. And so I don't know if he can maybe, I don't know, but if he can maybe move away from there, wherever he should be to get that sound mind, he needs to get it. And that is all that people are just asking for. We should come to the aid of Okomfo Kwame at this moment. And people trying to force him to do music at this time. I believe that in as much as you may say that you've missed him, or you may have an ulterior motive of maybe cashing in on his talent, also think about his state. Because last year, for example, I think he was at one radio station for an interview. They asked him a very harmless question, and then he got angry and then left the studio. Yes. Was that serious? So if you listen to him speak in his interviews, clearly it tells you the guy is not as sound as we want him to be. And so,
should we have like maybe a mental healing team for musicians, and not just artist management, but people who see them as human beings who should be nursed back to life? And in as much as we may not want him to record and be in that space. Perhaps he can start writing again, because his lyrics are so unique to just him.
He still does songs, though. He released some songs, I think, 2 years ago. But you know, there are systems. I'm not sure musicians should be treated differently, or yes. I think that we should just go through the structures that we have in dealing with people of that nature. Okay, so that if he is being treated somewhere, he should be there. We should make sure he's well before he gets out to do anything else. He's been writing songs, released, I think, 2 songs, one in 2018 and one last year or so. But he didn't even get the push to get the song out there. Yeah. Okay, so it all boils down to we thinking about his state, his mental health, and then the financial aspect as well, because I'm not sure he's sound financially at the moment as well.
I think we should do a Kwame concert and just honor him. Some of the artists today can all come and rap their favorite. What's your favorite Kwame song?
Me come up, senye bia, tuntuma tuntuzeyo, koko brono, idena kofi,
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, but
I thought you were going to sing "Oh Tata Me Kaunai."
Oh, that's another jam.
But you want a mapper rather.
But "Oh Tata Me" is another one. You see, but Kwame is a fantastic talent. You know, I think he's one of the very few unique talents we've had in the industry. Yeah. And if you listen to his rap, this will be with him. You see, and he's not even from Kumasi, he's a Northerner.
You're kidding?
Yes.
Wow.
You see, and so I think I remember there were some guys who were trying to copy him, Kewu, and some
you can't copy.
They were trying to copy Kwame, but Charlie,
there's only one Kwame.
What's your say? So let's do all we can. I think music can come in here, because I remember in Abradana's post, she said that she wanted to discuss with Obo that they should hold a concert for him. Yeah. And she was ready to perform for free.
Wow.
But I don't know how that's also ended. But I think that we should do something for Kwame at this moment. Yeah. We shouldn't wait for something to happen before we come out to write tribute and all that. And so this is the time that we should show some love to Okomfo Kwame. If there is any fund that we can contribute into it to help him, I think it'll be good. Yeah.
Good. Now, COVID season, any advice for, our people, how to think in an innovative way to keep some revenue coming in?
Yeah.
So it can be depressing when there's no money coming in.
Exactly. I think we should keep on reiterating what we've been saying since this pandemic broke, and talk about they're using their online presence as well. Still do that, but I also would like that they make something out of the president's address. If you can organize a show for, let's say, 100 people and get some money, do that at this moment, because you can't just sit and wait for forever. Okay, nothing is really happening, but we need to do something to also survive. And then to also let people know that the COVID-19 is still around. I think there are some people who think, because these restrictions are being eased at this moment, it means that we are free.
Yeah, no.
But we are not free. So we should also educate them when we are doing anything that is showbiz related.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take a look at the top 10 city countdown. Sure. Where can we catch the top 10
So on City 97.3 FM every Friday, 4 p.m. with Jessica Opare Saforo. That is where we count on the top 10 songs trending in Ghana. If it's not on City, it means it's nowhere.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Kwame Dadzie.
We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on Citi TV.